Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. Another another beer mail package. This one comes from Dave up in Cleveland. He's another fellow beer reviewer, and he contacted me and wanted to send me some of the beers that's available in his area. And I said, well, absolutely, go ahead, send me some of this stuff. And he is a real nice guy, a real beer connoisseur, if you will, in my opinion. He has a varied taste in a lot of different beers, IPAs, stouts. He likes a lot of stuff. I mean, he really does. So he sent me this package, and let's see what he has sent. All right, looks like we got a box full in here. Now let's start on this end. This is Portside Brewery. This is their Imperial IPA. It is a 9.6% by volume and 100 IBUs. Brewed and bottled by Portside Brewery out of Cleveland, Ohio. And this is called their Man o' War Imperial IPA. This 100 plus IBU handcrafted Imperial IPA is brewed with 4 separate hop additions using 4 different varieties of hops. This bold beer is heavily dry hopped during the middle of fermentation and again near the end of the process. Like a cannon across the bow, this ale will put hop heads on notice. Man o' War is a beer to be reckoned with. Not had anything from these guys. Portside Brewery. Very nice ship. Sails and stuff all sticking out there. Very nice. Alright. The next one out. Another one from Portside Brewery. This is Big Chuck Barley Wine Ale. 11.7% alcohol by volume. And brewed in honor of Cleveland television legend Big Chuck Skulaski. This high-gravity barley wine ale with a prominent malt backbone. I love getting some of these local beers from these guys in their areas. A lot of these, I don't know how small this brewery is. They don't come to Virginia, so I'm taking that they're fairly small or fairly local to Cleveland. Really do some good stuff a lot of times, so we'll see what we get on these two. Alright, the next one out of here, this is Columbus Brewing Company, brewed in Columbus, Ohio. This is their IPA, and it's got a code right here on top of the label, 14265. If I was taking a wild guess, I would say the 265th day of 2014, but that is just a wild guess, guys. I don't see anything else written on it, and a lot of times it's hard to see any kind of writing. I didn't see anything on these two, but we'll look a little closer when we review them. It doesn't have a lot of everything. It's unfiltered to preserve the distinct hop aroma. This IPA pours a hazy pale orange. Our unique balance of malt and hops will please even the most discriminating hophead. And that's about all it says. So, get that up there. The next one out of here. This is the Brew Kettle Production Works. This is their Black Raja. It says Taming the Savage Hop. This is also an IPA. Oh, actually, it's an India style black ale. So it's a black. I would call it a black IPA. It may be a black pale. I'm not exactly sure. Black Raja India style black ale full of tropical fruit-like flavor, assertive bitterness, and a hint of roasted malt, featuring Citra and Simcoe hops, 2 of my favorites. Citra and malt, take a back seat, please. 6.8% alcohol by volume and 70 IBUs. We have been serving the craft beer community with a wide variety of award-winning ales and lagers, along with our famous hickory smoked barbecue since 1995. So these guys have been doing it for a while. And they're out of Ohio. Strongsville, Ohio on this one. So let me set that up there where y'all can see it. And it looks like we got several in there from this the Brew Kettle Production Works. This is Old 21 and Imperial India Pale Ale IPA. See what it says. Old 21, a big bold Imperial IPA. The clean malt plays a supporting role to the straight up Simcoe hops through and through and give this varietal hop bomb its bang. 9% alcohol by volume and 90 IBUs on this one. Very nice. And according to what he told me, all of these should be pretty tasty beers. And the third one from this brewery, the Brew Kettle, this is their White Raja. So we have the Black Raja and the White Raja. It is a West Coast style IPA full of citrus-like and tropical fruit-like hop flavor and aroma with an assertive yet smooth bitter finish. Malt, take a back seat please. 6.8% alcohol by volume and 70 IBUs on this one as well. Very nice. And like I said, I'm not seeing anything digitized, but there may be something on it, and we'll look a little closer when we come to do the reviews on these bad boys. So we got 3 from that brewery, 2 from this one, and a single there. Alright, this is from Thirsty Dog, the 12 Dogs of Christmas Ale. If I'm not mistaken, I may have had this one once before. I don't know if I reviewed it. It may have been before I did the reviews, but I'd have to go back and look. It's been many years ago since I've had it, at least 4 or 5 anyway. So this is an ale brewed with honey and spices. 8.3% alcohol by volume. And it's got IBUs equal 21.5. OG is 18.5 Plato. So at 21.5 IBUs, that's not very much. So now that's about all it says, but it's got a nice old pickup, old flatbed truck. I can't tell if it's a Ford or Dodge. It looks like it may have a little Ford emblem on the side of it. I'm not exactly sure. And got a bunch of dogs on the bed. 12 dogs. I bet there's 12 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 dogs, all on the front label. A very colorful label. It's set in the wintertime, and it's in the snow, and it's snowing all around them, so very nice. Let's set this up there where y'all can see the 12 dogs. I'm a big dog lover anyway. I do love dogs. Alright, next one out of the box. This is Cleveland's own Christmas Ale. Full-bodied malt beverage brewed with spices. Brewed by Black Box Brewing Company out of Westlake, Ohio. Cleveland's own. So, 9% alcohol by volume. And that's about all that's written on this. So, let's move this around and get that up there where y'all can see it. Alright. The next one out, this is Jackie O's. I read a lot of good stuff about this brewery. This is Dark Apparition. This is the Russian Imperial Stout. They're out of Athens, Ohio. It is a 10.5% alcohol by volume. It says sustainably crafted with purpose. Brewed and bottled by Jackie O's 2014, written right on the side. And for a Russian Imperial Stout, the year is all we need. The hauntingly good brew in your hand is rife with dark complexities. 7 malts were used to create deep flavors of coffee, chocolate, caramel, and molasses. A hint of bitterness and herbal character from carefully selected European and American hops help support the monolithic maltness. A truly decadent brew that is intended to be poured into your favorite snifter and given time to warm up from its dark and cool resting place. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Alright guys, we're going to set these up here and get this one up there where y'all can see it. Very nice, very unique bottle shape here on this one. And I'm sure that one's going to be very, very tasty. I'm a big Imperial Stout fan. The only way you can make an Imperial Stout better to me is put it in a bourbon barrel. Alright, we got one head here from Fatheads, and everything that has been sent to me from Fatheads Brewery has been awesome. It's been delicious. This is their Holly Jolly. It's got their little fat head, and he's got his little Santa Claus hat on. Little white beard coming around there. Well, other than having a black mustache and black hair sticking out, could be me. But anyway, this is a Christmas ale. Malt beverage brewed with spices and honey. 7.4% alcohol by volume. A great beer to spice up your holidays. Brewed and bottled by Fatheads. They're out of Middleburg Heights, Ohio. Once upon a frozen evening way up north, a sweet local honey named Holly inspired our jolly fat man, as the only Holly can, to create this festive spice holiday ale. We think you will enjoy this holiday creation with its aromas and flavors of Christmas Day. Sweet malt, ginger, honey, cinnamon spice. Sip this by the fire with your significant other. Who knows? Maybe it will lead to a little inspiration of your own. From our jolly fat man to yours, happy holidays. Chill out, man. Have a beer. And it says Matt, Chris, and Glenn underneath there. And this is on the side of it in yellow writing, bottled on 11/19 of 2014. So, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Let's get this up where we ought to see that fat head. And he has sent a little piece of cardboard in here telling me the Columbus IPA was bottled on 12/1. The Cleveland-owned Xmas Ale was bottled on 11/21/14. The White Raja was bottled on 11/20/2014. And the Old 21 was bottled on 11/20/2014 also. So, got the little note in here telling me when. I don't know how he knows. Maybe it was on the 6-pack when he bought it. Maybe it's on the bottle somewhere. I don't know. We'll look a little closer. But I've got the information here to know when it was bottled on and how old it is. So, also sent me a coaster here. Great Lakes Coaster, Ohio's other Christmas story. Way better than anything Aunt Clara ever gave you. Very nice coaster. Thank you, Dave. And looks like we got a couple cans in here. This is Jackie O's Hop Riot Rye India Pale Ale brewed with rye malt and lots of hops, it says. Sustainably crafted with purpose. 6.5% alcohol by volume, and the can date is 10/01 of 2014. We got a nice can here, and got a looks like a bear or something with his mouth wide open in blue on the side here. Very colorful can. Jackie O's, man, I've heard a lot of good stuff about Jackie O's, so we'll set that up there. And looks like the last one in the box here. Looks like another one, yep, from Jackie O's. This is their Mystic Mama India Pale Ale brewed with copious amounts of pungent hops, 7% alcohol by volume. And this has got some kind of purple logo here on it with a snake wrapped around almost was like some kind of tattooed girl or something on here. It's hard to tell, hard to make out there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. This one was can date of 11/11 of 2014. I really love it when you see these cans and each can's got the date on it. Thumbs up to Jackie O's for that, and the bottle has a stamp on the label there, made onto the label. So, very, very nice. So that's what my buddy Dave has sent me from up in Cleveland. Big Christmas beer mail package from him, and we appreciate it, Dave. We'll try to round you up a couple of Virginia beers and head him up your way for too long. He's wanting to try something from down here. I don't do a lot of beer trades anymore, but for a fellow beer reviewer, since he took the time to do this, I'm going to round up a couple local goodies and put them back in this box and ship them up to him. So, like I said, I don't do a lot of beer trade. With all the beer mail that I do get nowadays, I just don't do a lot of trading anymore. It's really time consuming and expensive, and most of the the beers the good beers that are here are available a lot of different other places, but he's wanting to try some local craft stuff, so I'm going to round him up some of the better ones around here. So with that being said, guys, we're going to get these into the fridge and get them chilled down so we can have them during the Christmas holidays and New Year's. And speaking of getting them chilled down, let's go see what's in the fridge today, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Oh, by the way, speaking of Dave, you need to check out his channel, Beer Sampling with Dave. I think he's on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere, just like I am. But look him up on YouTube, Beer Sampling with Dave, and check out some of his reviews. Cool dude. Later.